Ja, das ging sehr schnell. Er spricht auch noch nicht.
Once again, herzlich willkommen Ihnen aus Lissabon.
So hi there and welcome from Lisbon. Welcome from the FC Bayern for this press conference ahead of the quarterfinal matchup of Bayern Munich against Barcelona. Thomas Müller will start this press conference, and later we'll see Hans Flick. The press conference is held in German, but obviously we'll translate it for you. There's a new system installed by UEFA. And now we'll start with the first question. David Verhoff from the Bild newspaper. Hello, Thomas. Tomorrow will be your 113th Champions League game. You will eclipse Philipp Lahm. Is that something you even consider ahead of that match? Is that something that makes you proud? Or is it just something that you take pretty much along the way? It's something nice after your career if you look back at it. And it's certainly something that will be mentioned at a newspaper report surrounding the match. But for me personally, it is just a step along the way. I'm planning to play a couple of years on the highest level, and I hope that there will be a couple of Champions League for me as well. And if I look at what's on tap tomorrow and what goals we have, it's not really too important for me. It's pretty much just a side story and hasn't anything to do with the game. Next question from Klaus Bergmann from the German press agency.
Das ist jemand anderes. Fangen wir mit Klaus an. Der Kollege dann bitte gleich danach.
Hallo Herr Müller, hören Sie mich?
Hallo, ja, wunderbar.
Die Tage an der Algarve, was haben Sie nochmal gebracht?
The days at the Algarve, what did you take from those days and what do you expect from tomorrow's game? Open game or more tactical approach? Just like we see it often at European Cups or World Championships. The expectations on the game, I am thinking of two teams that will be on the pitch that love to play with the ball. Obviously, we also want to be have a presence without the ball and make it unpleasant as possible for the opponent to have the ball and to get back into position as quickly as possible. Like it is at knockout games, especially the first couple of minutes, no team will risk too much, but we'll see how the game develops. And an open game is not something that we want. We want a game where we have the feeling that we can control the game with our qualities, but we have to see what's going to happen tomorrow in football, and that's something nice about it. You never really know what's going to happen. Everything is possible. But obviously, we want to play our game, and we want to have the feeling that this works out. And so I have a good feeling, but we all know that this is not an easy opponent, because with Barcelona, there is an opponent that has excellent players in their ranks, and they are very experienced. And as a team, they also won a couple of titles, so everybody knows what to expect, and that's why we are looking forward to it. Everybody knows what's on tap and what's on the line. And excuse me, the first question, the days at the Algarve, they were good. We had good training sessions, top facilities, nothing more, nothing less.
Bitte ausloggen und einloggen. Der nächste ist Marcelo Bechler, bitte.
Marcelo Bechler is next.
Yes.
I'd like to ask you something about Coutinho. First, you were on the bench. He played. Now you're playing fantastically. He's on the bench. Do you think he is someone who creates more of a rivalry, or what is his role in this team? Felipe is very important for us, and we are very happy that he is part of our team during that knockout stage. Everybody knows his extra qualities, and I don't think it's important to have 11 players on the pitch, but my experience tells me that also the players that are being brought onto the pitch during the game can change and can decide the outcome of the game. If we look at the game yesterday from Paris or some games of the past in football, the players that are coming onto the pitch, they can have an enormous impact, and I hope that Felipe can show his qualities for us, qualities that the whole world has seen already.
Dankeschön. Nächster wäre Taufik Khalil vom Bayerischen Rundfunk.
Taufik Khalil.
Kleine Sekunde.
Just a second.
Das ist Florian Plettenberg von Sport 1. Okay.
Florian Plettenberg from Sport 1. You've played a couple of times against Messi in your career. What's the most important thing against him? We've been talking about Alphonso Davies. Have you talked to Alphonso Davies and given him a couple of tips in order how to play against Messi? First, I have to say, even if Messi is currently in a very good individual shape, you never defend against Messi on your own. There's not the only one single player that plays against Messi. My experience, the matches that we played against Messi, it always worked out good when the whole team was there. You defend as a team against him. If the first doesn't manage to win the ball, then the next opponent will be here. And then the first player that has been taken out of the game gets back and gets the ball back. And that's how we have to work as a team. Alphonso Davies is definitely a candidate, but it's not about one individual player. It's about the team. We have to play the one-on-one duels. We have to play them aggressively, but still cleanly. And it's going to be very exciting to watch how this is going to work out at the end. But our games in the past couple of weeks and months have shown that when someone gets past one of our players, We have other players there to help out, and the individual quality that is not only about Messi can be stopped by our team. That's something that I'm very confident of. So now Taufik Khalil. There's no contact at the moment. So there's no contact to him. David Rüvers from the Sports Information Service now. So I hope this works. Hans Flick recently was talking about you as one of a kind, and what does that mean to you, and how would you describe the mood in the team? Well, the mood is just like what you would expect after our victories, very good. We have and about the words from Hans Flick in the German language, it is definitely a praise, but everybody is unique. You are unique. I don't know if someone can copy you, but he hasn't said too much, but I will try to show my strength at the next possible chance. So maybe he will be more precise in his praise next time. So no more questions to Thomas Müller. Everybody's preparing for the questions towards Hans Flick. So thank you very much, Thomas Müller. Bye-bye. We'll be right back with head coach Hans Flick. Part two of the press conference from Bayern Munich ahead of the Champions League game against Barcelona tomorrow. And I welcome Hans Flick, our head coach, I beg your pardon. So we'll start with the first question from Marcelo Bechler.
Yes, please.
I'd like to know whether Lewandowski is better than Messi. And today FIFA confirmed that at the end of the year, the best player and the best team will be selected. And also, this Champions League games will be a decisive factor. Well, I think you can't really compare both players. Robert Lewandowski is an absolute world-class player as a striker, as a central striker. He has enormous qualities, especially in the box, and he's one that guarantees goals for us. And he can also assist goals. Messi has been in the last couple of years one of the best or the best footballer. He is an exceptional player, and I don't know whether there will ever be a player like him again.
Okay, Dankeschön. Dann die nächste Frage sollte von Klaus Bergmann von der DPA kommen. Ja, jetzt hören wir es.
Mr. Flick, can you give us an update about Alphonso Davis? Will he be with the practice squad now? Can he play tomorrow? Benjamin Pavard flew to Lisbon. Will he participate in practice? Is there any other player with question marks right now? Right now, all the players that are here are available for the game. Benjamin Pavard has done all the tests at home convincingly and will do the next step, and we'll see how he fares after the game. He's not eligible for the game tomorrow, though.
Vielen Dank. Dann hatte ich gerade David Verhoff eingeblendet gesehen.
David Verhoff or Juan Jimenez?
Ja. Yes, please. Juan Jimenez. If not, David, hörst du uns auch? David Verhoff? Ja,
David Verhoff. Can you tell us how fit Kingsley Coman really is? Is he an option for the starting 11, or is that something you have still considered whether he'll be able to play from the start? No, I just said every player that is here can play. At least that's how it was this morning when we flew into Lisbon. Same for Kingsley. He is absolutely an option for tomorrow's starting 11.
okay, danke schön. Dann Florian Plettenberg meldet sich.
Florian Plettenberg.
Ja, Florian, leg los bitte.
What's important against Messi? How can you defend against him? Is Alphonso Davis the one to play against him? Can he get to the next level via this game? Have you talked to him especially about that situation? No, I don't think it's not Bayern Munich against Leo Messi. It's Bayern Munich against Barcelona. Of course, he's a world-class player. And we have made up our minds how to play against him, but I'm not gonna reveal this right here at the end. It's about a joint effort as a team against a player like him. And I think it's important to play smart, to realize and see space, and to try to pressure him to try to win the one-on-one duels against him.
Nächster wäre David Rüberts vom Sportinformationsdienst.
David Rebords from the Sports Information Service. For Thiago, this is a very special game tomorrow. What do you expect from him? And how often have you tried to convince him to stay in Munich? Well, I can answer the second part. Now it's for all of us, and Thiago and me is no exception. The focus is on the Champions League, and everything that comes after that is not part of our thoughts. Everybody's focused on the game tomorrow. It's not only a special game for Thiago, it's a special game for all of us, because we play at the final 8 against the best teams in Europe, the best clubs in Europe, and we compete against the best. That's something that gets you forward as a team and as an individual, and everybody will profit from this as an individual player, and we're looking forward to that. We trust in our strength, and we are looking forward to what's happening tomorrow.
Dankeschön. Nächster wäre Jordi Gisano.
Jordi Gisano is next. What are the strengths and weaknesses of FC Barcelona? What can you talk about? Or can you talk about that? Well, generally, I'm not talking about those things of an opponent. But what I can say is that we have the important respect for Barcelona, because they have been, during the past decade, one of the dominant teams in Europe. Barcelona has inspired lots of coaches and lots of other teams with the way they played football. And it has always been a joy to watch La Masia, the way they are educating and schooling players is something that is really something that I am very a great fan of. All the players with Messi, Griezmann, Suarez, Rakitic, they are top players. And so they have an enormous quality, a world-class goalkeeper with Marc-Andre ter Stegen. They really have world-class players. We know this. We know they have an enormous quality. We know they have experience. So we as a team have to show our quality in the game. And it's not about the opponent. We have a plan, and we hope that it works out.
Dann versuchen wir noch einmal Juan Jiménez
Juan Jiménez, one more try.
reinzunehmen.
I'd like to know 2013, Bayern won 7-0 on aggregate against Barcelona. 2015, Barcelona won. 6 or 7 key players are still with the team. What do you think? Which team is the favorite tomorrow? I'm no one who lives in the past. The game tomorrow is for me the most important. And I think both teams have an enormous strength and quality in the squad. And we all know that at the end, when such top teams face off, also a bit of luck has to be there. And we want to change our own luck. And we want to play like we did in the last couple of months, with the same team spirit, with the same will to win, with the same intensity on the pitch. And I think it's important that we really have the confidence in ourselves. And I still have, or again, I have to say that Barcelona has enormous quality in the squad, and we really have to stand our ground against them.
Dann sehe ich keine Wortmeldung mehr.
So no more questions. Thank you very much.
Wünschen wir uns morgen.
Thanks, Hans Flick. So we're looking forward to a good game tomorrow.